And we are live. Welcome to the Sneaky Flex. I'm your host, Kelly Singh at Kelly in Phoenix. We are simulcasting on both YouTube and on Twitter Spaces as kind of an experiment because we like to try things that are a little wild and crazy around here. So we're going to bring in our hosts. I'm the host. What am I talking about? I'm going to bring in the special, talented Maisy and Rowan as soon as we kick off with our fancy Women of Fantasy Football theme song. Let's hear it, Josh. Yeah. And we're here. We were dancing. I wish you could see us backstage. We have a little dance party happening. So every week, I like to go through and introduce our talented start sit ladies. Give a little wave if your name is Maisy. Give a little wave if your name is Rowan. Maisy and Rowan are 7 years old, and they are the people, the sneaky girls behind the Sneaky Flex, sponsored by Women of Fantasy Football, right? So if you happen to be on Twitter Spaces, which I don't see anybody quite yet, but hopefully you followed the link and you've joined us here on YouTube. I do see that we have some viewers, so that's exciting. If you have any comments such as encouraging words of wisdom or questions for Maisy and Rowan about who to start or sit this week, pop them into the YouTube chat. So ladies, you have a 4-day weekend, I heard. Why don't you tell our friends why you have been granted this special gift of a 4-day weekend?
Because our teacher is doing conferences, so we get a 4-day weekend so she can do conferences, and she doesn't only have to have a little bit of the day because most of the day she'll be teaching.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you think you're going to get a good report?
Yeah.
Yes, a good report.
Yeah, my favorite show.
Toronto Dave, this is his favorite show. Do you notice that favorite is spelled differently than we would spell favorite?
Yeah. No.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because in Canada, they use a U, F-A-V-O-U-R-I-T, but in the United States, we don't use the U. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, you're in Canada.
He is in Canada, Toronto Dave. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, because if you're new to watching our show, we take about 15 minutes to dive into 3 picks from each of the sneaky girls, giving you a total of 6 flex starter sits. And if you have questions, you're welcome to pop them into the chat and we will get to them before we wrap up. So, who started last week? Do you remember? Okay. Both of them are pointing at each other. Who can guess my favorite color?
Pink. Brown.
Not brown.
Red.
It's not red.
Green.
Green. Green's my favorite color. Okay.
I guessed it.
You guessed it, Rowan. You get to go first. Tell us who your first sneaky pick of the week is.
Keenan Allen, because he's back.
Keenan Allen.
And I like his last name is Allen, just like Josh Allen.
You're right. It is like Josh Allen, and you love Josh Allen, so that is not a surprise.
He's my favorite player. He's Maisy's favorite player, though. I still love him.
Yes, we all should love him. He's adorable, and he's a fantastic football player.
He's not adorable. He's a strong man.
He's a strong man.
Not adorable. Oh.
Strong men can be adorable too.
Oh my. Yeah.
Oh my.
So many questions.
Keenan Allen. Josh doesn't think Keenan Allen's actually going to make it back this week. So, boo, sad face, boo. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Maisy, why don't you give us your first start sit?
Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard. Why?
Because his first name is Tony, like my uncle. Yeah, we have an Uncle Tony.
Uncle Tony, but wouldn't it be amazing if Uncle Tony was Uncle Tony Pollard?
Yeah. Our uncle would be a football player. Uncle Tony Stewart.
Okay. Uncle Tony Stewart does not play on the Dallas Cowboys, but we love him anyway. Tony Pollard is our next flex recommendation. Great pick. Nice job. Let's go on to a Josh. Can we grab the question in the chat from Toronto Dave? What is Toronto Dave saying, Maisy?
I need help, sneaky girls. Start, sit, Zay Jones or DJ Moore. I have no idea what to do. I'd say DJ Moore.
I'd
say DJ Moore.
I had a feeling you might say DJ Moore. DJ Moore is a favorite player for our sneaky flex. So there you have it. Zay Jones or DJ Moore. The sneaky girls say DJ Moore. DJ Moore. If you happen to be listening in Twitter Spaces and you want to jump into our chat, we are live on YouTube. I've tweeted out the link a whole bunch of times, or you can just go over to YouTube, search Club Fantasy FFL, and you will find that we are live here on YouTube. But if you want to listen to the audio, that's great. The last player we just named for start sits was Tony Pollard. We had a question, Zay Jones or DJ Moore, and we're going with DJ Moore. So, Rowan, who is your next start sit?
Juju Smith is a scooter. I think. Scooter. Schooler. I can't.
I love it.
I can't pronounce it. Scooter. Juju Smith what? Juju Smith something. Scooter. Juju Smith
Schuster. Yes, that's very, very good.
Schuster.
It's hard. It's a hard one to say. Juju Smith Schuster. No, I can't say.
I'll tell you the answer.
Hold on. Don't shout it out yet. Let's wait a second. Why are you saying Juju? Why are we picking him?
Because San Francisco has some injuries at cornerback.
Okay. So because San Francisco has some injuries at cornerback, that opens up some opportunity for Juju. Great.
Wait.
Okay,
I wanted to
Josh,
say that.
I know you want to do it. Josh, pop in Toronto Dave's next start sit. And we'll let Rowan read this one. Rowan.
Start sit. Kareem Hunt or Curtis Samuel? Curtis Samuel! That's who I picked! No, Kareem Hunt, because that's who I picked!
We are torn.
Curtis!
Oh my goodness. We are a house divided, apparently. If you are in the chat and want to weigh in, Kareem Hunt or Curtis Samuel, pop in there and give us your opinion on who you would start, because each of the sneaky girls seems to like a different player. Okay, Maisy, who is your next start sit?
Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel. Why?
Samuel is a popular name.
Curtis Samuel. Samuel is a popular name. I wonder if there is any scientific data behind the name Samuel and good NFL playing ability. We'll have to watch tonight and see. Let's see. Rowan, who is your last start sit?
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. Why is Kareem Hunt your next and last pick?
Because he's due for a touchdown.
He is due for a touchdown. You're right. We have not seen much action from Kareem Hunt, and I can't imagine that's going to go on much longer. So, whether you like the name Curtis Samuel or you believe Kareem Hunt is due for a touchdown, Toronto Dave, that's how you weigh your options. Maisy, who is your last pick?
Brian Robertson. Brian
Robinson. Okay.
He got shot and he's back playing.
He got shot, but he's back playing. Okay. You know what? Nothing like recovering from being shot to put somebody in a great position to play. I mean, he's got to be ready, right?
I think the only one the one who agrees with that pick that we picked on the question is Joshua Hudson, who is Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. Okay, that's the answer. Kareem Hunt. We're going to go with it. But we can still love Curtis Samuel.
Josh.
Girls, we've had several viewers, people who are just popping in to take a peek at what we're up to. So that's always fun. We had Toronto Dave asking all kinds of questions. We have a listener, my friend Brent, in YouTube Spaces. Brent, if you have any start sit questions for Maisy and Rowan, please feel free to tweet them to me or to their dad, who happens to be Dave Fantasy. Is it Dave Fantasy or Fantasy Dave Josh? I can't remember. Dave Fantasy on Twitter, and he will pass that on to Maisy and Rowan. Any other people that are out there listening on YouTube in the chat, are there any other start sit questions or questions in general for Maisy and Rowan this week? We're going to give you a second. You know what? It was a fun show, Dave. I agree. This might have been the funnest show yet. Actually.
I love how many comments Dave does. Almost every question here or comment was from Dave.
Dave loves the show.
Toronto Dave. If you look up, then at the start he said it. This is my favorite show.
It is his favorite show. I love that. There you go. You get to see it again.
It's my favorite show.
Okay, girls, that's our 15 minutes. I don't see any more questions this week, but there's one more from Toronto Dave. Maisy, it's your turn to read.
Should I start Tayson and Hiltonate or Hunter Henry? Hunter Henry.
Who do you think?
Hunter Henry.
I think Hunter Henry. I think Hunter Henry as well, because we have no idea what's going on with New Orleans this week. So let's go with Hunter Henry. Girls, thank you so much. This was a really fun show tonight. Thank you for joining us on Twitter Spaces. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in the chat. Again, if you're watching...
May I leave the studio?
Not quite yet. If you're watching this on a replay, feel free to tweet at Dave Fantasy your questions for Maisy and Rowan, or me, Kelly and Phoenix, with your questions. Oh, looks like we got another question, you guys, from Isaac Ruiz.
I don't think we ever got a question from him.
Rowan, it's your turn. You're right. He's a first-time question asker. Rowan, it's your turn to read.
Olave or Kenny Walker. He means Kenneth Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth Walker and Montgomery.
He needs two. Montgomery and Kenneth Walker. Is that where you're going?
Montgomery. Yes.
I would tend to agree with you. Olave's had an injury. We don't know how he's going to come off of that. It's been a little questionable. Last I saw, he was healthy, but you never know what that's going to mean going into a game. So I think those are safe picks, girls. Montgomery and Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
Thanks for tuning in, Isaac. We really appreciate that. We're here every week, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And again, if you have questions, feel free to tweet them at us, at Kelly and Phoenix, or Dave Fantasy on Twitter, and we'll get your questions to the Sneaky Girls. This production is supported by Women of Fantasy Football and Club Fantasy FFL. Please subscribe, please like, please share. Thank you, Dave. Best show ever. And we'll catch you again next week.
May I leave the studio? Hold on.
You can leave the studio.
I have something to say.
Oh, you have something to say. Say it.
Hey, Isaac is the name of one of my classmates.
Is he nice?
Yes.
Oh, good.
He's not really quite my friend, but he's still nice.
Yeah. You know, you don't have to be friends with everybody, but they can still be nice. Good job.
His best friend is Violet.
His best friend's Violet. So, Isaac, if you ever meet a woman named Violet, it was meant to be. All right, let's get out of here. Take us out, Josh.